Okay, I'm gonna do an effort to take you through the process of hand sewing a sweatband and everything I do, which is it's been kind of an organic process of trial and error. So feel free to make changes however you see fit. I use this stretcher, which I marked, the center on both ends, and then I will mark with a marker. I will mark the both the front and the back so that the sweatband is right. And this is just a guide, or some people will place the hat on their heads and just feel the center of their forehead, then again mark it. Either way, whatever works for you. Then I have my sweatband, and what I'm doing is I will place a pin. I fold it in half, then put a pin in the middle, and that way I have my, it's perfectly centered. And I will pin it in one of the marks. I just gotta decide, which is gonna be the front. Sometimes if you have like a little mark or something, you might want to leave that for the end side of the hat, the rear. And in this case, it's pretty much the same, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so it's just pinned there. Okay, that's fine. You want to make sure that there are no gaps, that it's perfectly, that it goes all the way around the edge of the hat, the inside. And what I do here, I see where the other mark is. In this case, the rear end of the hat, and I will mark with the scissors. I'll just make like a tiny cut where that mark is. Then I'll do the same on the other side. There you go. Cool. Now I can take this off because it's marked there. I can put it back in the same position, right? And now I have okay, you can see the neck, the small cut I made. I just gotta align those two. Make a straight cut. Okay. And I will use tape, masking tape, on the rear to keep it in place as I sew it. Okay, so I stick the tape on the back of the sweatband, right? Like this is the front, the part that you're gonna see. I stick it on the back. You're just gonna tape it together, right? This is to make sure that it fits okay. Because sometimes You need to cut a little bit more. So if you're not sure, it's better that you leave a little bit because you can always cut more. But if you cut too much, you're done. You're gonna need to use a new sweatband, and that's it. Like, it fits great. If it was too loose, it would fall, and if it was too tight, it'll be wrinkled. It'll be like that, because it sits perfectly. We know it's the right size, so now we can sew it. And what I do, I will use this tool. I don't know how it's called, and I will go on just like on a flat surface. I'll just run it over the tape. I'll show you in a minute. This is just to mark, I don't know if it's not focusing right, to mark where the stitching should be. So it's just a guide. You don't need to use that. And I will use black thread for this one. And I have okay, so the way I do this is I will start on my, I'll grab it like this, the part with the stitching on my left hand, and I will start at the bottom from the inside out. At the end of the thread there's a knot so that the thread doesn't go all the way. Now I go. Okay, so I put it in here, then it came out the other way, and then I'll go back on the first side where the knot is. It'll go back again. That thing's not focusing. Well, it's my cell phone, so don't expect too much. Anyway, so it goes there. It's you probably can't see shit. Anyway, so I'm gonna make another knot on this side. So that way it remains tight, and it also prevents that in case you should pull it, that it would start de-threading. I don't know if that's the word. And I'm gonna go, okay. So we're gonna start going in diagonals. Because of that marking that I did with the spinny wheel tool, I can count how many dots, so that they're all parallel. So I'm skipping 2 steps or 2 notches on inside. I know I'm probably not making much sense because you can't properly see what I'm doing because the camera won't focus because it's garbage. I'll show you a close-up in a minute. Okay, so you probably can see the markings there, and I'm leaving like 2 dots, and then I go on the third one, and then 2 on the other side, and on and on and on. So when I reach like the top, I'm gonna start doing the same on the way back. and then you'll see the end result. By the way, if you're wondering what the hell I'm listening to, that's the Bridge Citizeners. You should definitely check them out. If you don't like them, you're stupid. You don't have music taste. That's also them. Okay, so now I got all the way to the top. So the end one, it's not in a diagonal like this. Like both the first and the last, they're flat, they're straight. I'm gonna do another knot in the end so that it remains tight. And now I have two choices here, because I can go in like an X pattern like this. If I thread it to this point, I'm gonna form an X pattern, and then the next one and the next one, and that's cool. But then the traditional way, it makes it here like this. So it's like V. It can go like this, or if they start crossing each other, go like that. And look, it's funny. So I don't know. I haven't gone the X way in a while, so I think I'm gonna do that just for the sake of it. As you can tell, it's getting hot. Ooh, no, never mind. I can't do that because it'll look like an X on the back but not on the front. Fuck that shit. No, I'm gonna go conventional way. Yeah, never mind. So now that I'm going back, what I'm doing is I'm going every way, like on every spot where the thread came in and out, just going through the same holes in a reverse order so that it's starting to make this pattern. When I get to the end, I'm gonna make yet another knot. Again, just to keep the tension on that thread so that it doesn't go loose over time. And a good knot. Cut it. Just gonna leave a little bit of thread, enough so that you can use your lighter to melt it in place. Make sure to use like nylon based or some other polymer instead of cotton. You don't want cotton thread because you can do that. If you burn it, it'll just burn, it won't melt. There's your thread. Make sure again that it fits alright. As you know, things happen sometimes. You'll be like, what? It was perfect a minute ago and now it's too tight, too loose, or whatever. So there it is. Now we just need to sew it in place. And there are different ways to it. I want to make a separate video so that it's not too long. And